Hey guys, it's me, Dr. Janet Roark, the Essential Oil Vet, and I have to formally apologize to you because I did not do a very good job of emphasizing how awesome the Essential Oils for Pets Revolution Summit was going to be. Mainly because we've never run it before, and I was very nervous about how it was going to go. And it's kind of it was a big summit. We had 15 speakers, 16 speakers, and it was, um, it was amazing. It was 10 times, 100 times better than I ever even could have predicted, with just like experts in the field of animal aromatherapy, and we talked about everything. Everything was so professional. It was so clean. I don't know if you've ever been to a summit before. I have. I ran one last year, just myself without any other speakers, and it was good. But oh my gosh, this one was like off the charts. Probably the best thing I've ever done, and that's saying a lot. Now that being said, for only $137, I think we could have actually sold this for 10 times that. For this could be a 997 course easily. Um very easily, with the amount and the quality of the content that was in there. You will, if you watch this, you'll be just amazed and blown away, just like I was. I was taking notes, just veterinarians. We talked about everything from the basics to safety and all the way to epigenetics on day one. And then all the different ailments that are most common with animals. And just, it was just really, really incredible. And we talked about light therapy, we talked about acupressure and energy work, and it was just really, really comprehensive and just really beautiful. I'm just so honored to have been a part of it. And then the fact that we put it on was just like, I'm just blown away. Anyway, so I didn't do a very good job, so I apologize. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually leave it open for 3 days. So we're gonna leave it open till Wednesday. If you missed it, go get it now, because you can watch the replays and get all the bonuses and everything that came with it. So it's not going to be the same as it was live. Obviously, there was we had over 90 people on live every single day. So that was absolutely incredible. But you can, the way we have it set up as a course now. But we're only going to leave it. We have to like manually create accounts for every person who signs up, just the way our tech is set up. So we're only going to leave it open for 3 days so that we don't overwhelm my team. Nothing's automated about it, so we have to just do it manually. So but if you're wanting that, we're going to offer it for the next 3 days for 137. So grab that. I promise you, you will not regret it. It was amazing. I'm just like still even blown away. Okay, that being said, I hope this is actually going live. I don't really I can't really see who's on it. Oh, it does look like there's some people watching. Okay. So we have a couple of questions that were previously posted. So we'll jump into our Q&A now. But I did want to formally apologize for not emphasizing not knowing how awesome this was going to be, that Essential Oils for Pets Revolution. So grab it today over at essentialoilvet.com/summit, before time runs out. Time's going to run out on Wednesday. So okay, we have a couple of questions. The first one is from Kim. Are there any oils that should not be diffused in with a cat in the house? I diffuse properly, but there are some people who are so afraid to diffuse oils with cats. I don't have any problems, but others are worried. Well, Kim, I wouldn't worry about what other people think and what other people are worried about. So the answer is, every animal is an individual, and there's going to be scents that they like and scents that they don't like, just like with you. And so the certain oils that I would probably be a little more careful with as far as diffusing would be a tea tree. That's the main one. But for the most part, even diffusing that in small amounts, if you're, sticking to only 3 drops in your diffuser, is going to be fine. Unless you have a super, super sensitive animal for some reason. Some cats are have this like underlying respiratory thing going on. So super strong smelling oils like oregano or cinnamon or peppermint might be too strong for them. But if you're only doing 1 or 2 drops of that and maybe a few drops of citrus oil or a few drops of a floral oil, you're going to be totally fine with that. Just make sure you leave the room door open if you have a cat, and so they can leave if they want to. And stick with only 3 to 4 drops in your diffuser at a time. Set it on an intermittent setting if it has one, and your cat can really, really benefit from the power of essential oils, just like you. So don't worry about what other people are thinking or worried about. That's a good life lesson in general, I would say. Corey says there oils that are good for yeast, for skin, and dogs, and that's a very big loaded question because usually if that's going on, there's some gut disturbances as well, and so you have to get the microbiome back to being healthy, and that does mean the skin microbiome as well. Okay, so we're talking about probiotics, prebiotics, postbiotics, all of those things. And of course, you can use some essential oils to help, like lavender, like Roman chamomile, like juniper berry, like arborvitae. Now, that being said, it's a very complex situation, and I did a webinar in my EOVet membership, which you can get access to. If you're not in there yet, you can get access to by going to essentialoilvet.com/members. That we did a webinar in there called Defeat the Yeast, and it talks about why yeast forms, what things that you can do for it. We talk about digestive health, we talk about nutrition, we talk about all of the pillars of health in there, as well as what essential oils you can use. Now, if you're using oils topically on dogs and cats, be sure to dilute them to 1 to 3%, very diluted, so that we don't get any skin irritations or anything like that. Next question is from Mary. Mary says, with the 4th of July coming in the United States, what can I use to keep my 14-year-old calm with fireworks? Thunderstorms too. In the past, I've used a prescription from my vet, but they didn't have much impact. He's been sick this past year with pancreatitis and is starting to feel better, so I want to keep things natural for him. Thank you so much. Well, Mary, I have a really great set of oils that I use for this, and I did a quick little 10-minute video on essential oils for fireworks that is on YouTube. So if you search for essential oils for pets for fireworks, it'll probably be the one that comes up. Just look for essential oil vet. And that gives me my top 10 tips for fireworks and keeping your animal safe and healthy, including making sure the microchip is up to date, etc., etc. But there are some great oils that help, and I have a little kit that I put together that you can grab over at essentialoilvet.com/anxiety kit. Make sure you spell anxiety right. But essentialoilvet.com/anxiety kit, all one word. And you'll see what's in there. So I usually have a calming blend, a grounding blend, a vetiver, which is extremely grounding, almost sedating in some cases, and some lavender. Usually I put some Roman chamomile or other things that are very, very calming in there. We also have an amazing blend called Adaptive that is specifically for super stressful situations. So those would be the great options for that. I really like the combo of Serenity Balance and Lavender together, and then Vetiver for severe stressful situations. And I have some other amazing news, and that is on Wednesday, this Wednesday, coming up in the EOVet membership. I'm going to be doing a webinar just on anxiety in animals. Very timely as it's coming up, the fireworks and things like that. But you guys want to be sure you get that stuff now, not the day before it all happens when you need it. You need to get that stuff now, whether it's medications or essential oils or homeopathics or a thunder shirt or whatever it is that you need. Get it now so that when you ship it in, you'll get it in time for when you actually need it. Okay, so grab those. Again, you can diffuse some of those oils. You can use them topically. Some of those oils like copaiba you can give internally as well. Lavender you can give internally. Larger dogs, 30 pounds and over, you can also give, well, 20 pounds and over, you can give a Serenity soft gel and a Copaiba soft gel. And that, for really severe cases, can be really helpful as well. Super gentle stuff. Let's see. Beth Anderson says, oils for guinea pigs. One of my girls has lost some of her hair, resulting in two quite big bald patches. She also lost quite a lot of weight. I've got some critical care and syringes coming tomorrow. From what I've read, the hair loss can be caused by parasites in the fur that you can't see. Yeah, Beth, a lot of things can cause that. Stress, parasites, improper diet, hormones, a lot of different things. So I would really encourage you to take your piggy to the vet and see if you can get a diagnosis, because all of those things, the recommendations, even the essential oil recommendations, are all different. So I would say I would definitely probably start with some geranium with her, and maybe some copaiba, some frankincense. So that kind of is a little bit more broad as far as like all the things that it covers. But I would do a 1% dilution. So, 1 or 2 drops in a 10 milliliter roller bottle of each of those, and then top it off with a carrier oil, roll it on your hands, and then put it on those spots. To get the hair to regrow, rosemary, lavender, and cypress can be really helpful. Again, 2 drops of each in a 10 milliliter roller bottle. You can roll that right on those spots. But you want to get to the underlying cause. And without seeing a vet, I really, have a hard time. I can't diagnose anything on the internet just based on bald spots. There's so many things that can cause that. I hope you understand. Okay. Suzanne says, well, any oils to help an older cat get used to a kitten? So Suzanne, that anxiety kit is going to be your best friend. I really like Balance. I like Adaptive. I like Serenity for those guys. It's a big change and it's a very stressful situation. The other thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that that kitten learns that no means no when it comes to the older kitty. You respect the older kitty, and you, as the, caretaker of both of these cats, need to enforce to the kitten when no means no, because they don't know all those social cues yet. And so the kitten might be like, I just want to play, and the older cat's like, no, stay away from me. You need to be like, no, older kitty said no, we need to stay away, and we need to respect that. So enforcing those boundaries. And I would say cats do take really 1 to 6 months, sometimes up to a year, to acclimate to a new cat in the home, depending on the cat. So I would say don't push the issue. Keep them separated if you need to, and very, very slowly integrate them. Don't put them both in the same room at the same time for at least 2 weeks. Get them used to the smell. Use some oils topically, oils diffused. All of those things can really, really help with that big transition. Deanna says, what oil is good for cleaning my small dog's teeth? Maybe something in her water that she drinks. She's 10 pounds. Okay, I'm going to take this moment to say, do not ever put oils in water. I will say it again. Do not ever put oils in water. Oils sit on top of the water in your animal's water dish, whether it's a dog or a cat, especially. It's just going to float on top, and then your animal's going to stop drinking if they don't like the smell. We never, ever, ever want to encourage an animal to stop drinking water, especially a cat or a dog. They're already naturally very dehydrated, especially if you feed a kibble. And so we want to never discourage them from drinking water. Water should be very neutral, no smell, no additives, that sort of thing. Now, for cleaning the teeth or bad breath or that sort of thing, there are some things that you can do. And we have a really great freebie for you that you can get over at essentialoilvet.com/teeth. If you go to essentialoilvet.com/teeth, you're going to find raw bones that you can give to help clean the teeth. On Guard mixed with the food, giving it in the food is plenty. That's all you need to do to help freshen the breath and clean the teeth. Of course, brushing the teeth is the best thing, and we have a toothpaste recipe in there for you as well over at essentialoilvet.com/teeth. All right, guys, that is all the time we have today. Once again, I am so sorry I did not tell you how awesome the Essential Oils for Pets Revolution was going to be. Now I know, and I can honestly say with all my heart, please go get it. It's only $137 for 9 hours of incredible content that you'll get a full year of access to. You have until Wednesday to order the replays, so go ahead and grab those. essentialoilvet.com/summit. I'll see you hopefully on Wednesday for those of you that are in the EOVET membership for the anxiety webinar that we're going to be doing in there. We do a monthly webinar live. You can ask your questions there. Get ready for the 4th of July, for Independence Day if you're in Canada. That's the 1st of July. And I will see you guys next week here for another Q&A. See you then. Bye.